Fall is here. No way! Out of my 5,000 fragrance collection, I picked out 15 of my favorites for the fall time. Let's go. What's going on, guys? My name's Neve. Welcome back to AROMATIX. If you're not already a part of the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm in the middle of moving during the fall time, and I was thinking to myself, if I had to keep 10 fragrances out of my entire collection while they move it, which I'm super scared about, which ones would they be? Today, I'm going to talk about those. Just honorable mentions because I think these got played the fudge out, and I think at this point, it's like you've seen this in every single list, bro. Enough is enough. Parfums de Marley Layton. The truth of the matter is that it's still a sexy fragrance. Apple, geranium, vanilla. It smells like a mentholated apple pie. Simple as that. Doesn't really have any cinnamon spice to my nose, but it smells incredible. Longevity for this, I have no idea with the new batches, but mine is really good. And I would imagine that the newer batches are not that bad, but check out the forums, they'll tell you. But it's as simple as that. You can honestly daily scent this, and I personally have, and I gotten a shit ton of compliments whenever I've rocked this fragrance, but just an honorable mention, let's keep it moving. This fragrance got me a lot of compliments actually 2 days ago, the last time I wore it. We're coming up against the fall time, or we're coming up to the fall time, and so I started to really dive into them. I've tested a lot of fragrances, amber fragrances, Amouage Outlands, and all these other scents to really narrow it down and figure out what is like the best. When it comes to amber scents, this has a perfect balance between amber, vanillas, and spice, specifically cardamom. It lasts the entire day, and it's a very smooth and sophisticated style of scent profile. It didn't really do the best during the gym. I'll be honest, when I sweat in this scent profile, it went a little bit acidic. So it had like this almost off, and if I had sprayed it on any more, it would have definitely went off. Regardless, keep it away, wear it during the fall time, don't sweat in it. Magical. I had 2 people asking me what it smelled like, or sorry, what it was, and even when I told them, they had no idea what the hell I was saying. Nevertheless, I would imagine that was because they found it smelling great. And I'll second that. So while there are a lot of amber fragrances that get a lot of hype, $500, $400, $300, I think you can find this for like $150 or less. Oftentimes on discounters like 80 bucks. Speaking of discounters, check the links down in the description. Shop AROMATIX. I think Joma, if you use it in app, you can use coupon codes for over 100 bucks, whatever. It's there for you guys. It also helps the channel, but if you can find a deal anywhere else, go for it. Otherwise, they're there for you to use. Next one, keeping things fresh. Classic. This isn't like running home to mom about, but that's perfect, especially for office fragrances that you want to last. This is called Rouse Club Parfum. I love this scent profile. I was thinking about putting the elixir here, but I think I'd rather put that in the winter collection. Still, you can go for either or if you want like a solid office scent that'll not offend anybody and potentially turn heads, or just get a, hey, you smell pretty good or pretty clean today, this is the one to go with. Something earthier and a little bit more buttery would be the elixir. Nevertheless, both of them are amazing. And if I had to take one with me, honestly, you guys, as simple as it is, sometimes there's beauty in exactly that. It would be this bad boy. Moving on to the next one. Let's say you want to save a couple of bucks, because who doesn't want to? This is called Khedlej Titan, and it smells so good. My discovery of this one when I first got back home from Dubai, I had a couple of boxes, and one of them was from Khedlej themselves, and it was this fragrance. I sprayed it on, I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? It smells familiar. It took me about I would say 6 hours, and I was like, oh shit, what's wrong with you? But it didn't smell like intensely, or I think it was like Strong With You Parfum. And that's what this one is inspired by. It's not as roasted, which might do some people a favor. It doesn't have as smoky as a bottom, and it doesn't last as long or project as hard, but I'm telling you guys, it still lasts. 8 hours minimum with this one, and I swear to God, this is another one that got me compliments the first week of fucking wearing. Also, for those of you who worry about like maturation, maceration happens in the offices. Maturation is what you're gonna do, and maybe the other thing, but this fragrance, it performed right out of the box. Chestnut, not much freshness, ambery vanilla with a roasted undertone. Smells next level. If you're not on a budget, you want to go a little bit more premium, Strong With You Intensely is really good for the fall time. This stuff smells like that roasted chestnut, nowhere near the same amount of roast or smoke, I would say, and a lot more playful around that sweet edge or undertone for the scent profile. Longevity is also the entire day for me. I don't spray less than 6 times. And for those of you who are trying to save a buck and wondering where you can get something that smells like this as well, Hypnotic Amber. That's all I'm gonna say. But Strong With You, it's one of my favorite lineups, and I would still own the originals to this day. Next one is from Azaro. Did you guys know that this was Middle Eastern owned. The owner of this is Middle Eastern, Azzaro, the company. Azzaro, the most wanted parfum, is the best flanker. A bit of freshness, some bergamot, and ginger to give it this effervescence, and as it dries down, it's like this woody amber that's not syrupy sweet. It's super sexy because of the dose of cardamom. So, a couple of aspects. Although this is like a designer fragrance, bro, it's not gonna get you the most wowing, like, complexity, but it will get you compliments. This dingy from the ginger, the cardamom mysterious, and the ambery vanillic dry down, this stuff has the trifecta of what gets compliments during the fall time. When I first smelled this, it takes a lot to impress me, but the wearability of that shit and the way that it actually gets attention is really nice. Now look, a lot of lists will talk about popular vanilla fragrances, and when it comes to one of the best in class during the $50, $60 price point, you'll see Mercedes-Benz Cologne Black. Not a bad fragrance by any means, but there's a sleeper fragrance that I think is better that hasn't been talked about at all, and it pisses me off because this did vanilla better and earlier than that. It doesn't really piss me off because Mercedes-Benz Cologne Black is pretty good too, but if you like those vibes, this one will give you a powderier and a little bit more drier musky vanilla. It's called Essence of Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. Longevity of this is all day. Ladies and gentlemen can rock this. It honestly smells like Arabian Oud's more premium, expensive vanilla fragrances and more niche Middle Eastern fragrance brands that do vanilla. So it's a vanilla powder with a dry and musky style of scent. So with that being said, if you overspray initially, you're gonna get that powdery effect where it like might make you cough, but the longevity, this shit is all a day. I'd spray it about 6 times and you're set the entire day. Super slept on and underrated. Essence Casablanca. Next one is also underrated, but wear it. This is the soapy version of the Invictus lineup with some ambers and even that freshness up top. Invictus Parfum. Man, it is underrated. It is absolutely underrated. I mean, I get it though because of the price points and nowadays like all the Middle Eastern scents. But the other day I rocked this shit and it went nowhere. It projected for at least 4 hours. Try this, boys. I know the Invictus is done for, bro, but bro, it smells like a mixture between 1 Million Elixir, which is my favorite flanker, meets Invictus Legend, which I fucking love. Aquatic with this crisp aromatic tea and the soapy vibes. It's so good. Next one screams fall. Lumberjack vibes. You will probably baby mama problems with this one. It's called Valentino Uomo, the original, but it is so sweet. Hazelnut, ambers, and sandalwood. Maybe touches of like this cosmetic style of vibe of iris. That's what I personally get. And it lasts the entire day. It can absolutely be cloying. Do not spray this more than 4 to 6 times. It's so strong. And even if it's not that strong in projection, the scent profile is pretty thick. I remember wearing this for the last like 4 years, very sparingly because of how strong it is, man. Very polarizing, but also compliment worthy. This is back in the day when like designer brands still felt like they had some balls, man, and they used to create shit. This and Uomo Intense, man, it makes the new stuff from Valentino look like child's play. It's amazing. Next one is fresh. It's musky and a little peppery. A very classic fragrance that I don't think gets enough attention because of the price point. It smells like it's in the vein of those classic scents like Azzaro Chrome and even Meteor by Louis Vuitton. This is Bond No. 9's Fide. And this stuff smells like a musky citrus with pepper. Like, that's it. Simple, classic, and long-lasting. One of the most projecting and long-lasting Bond No. 9 fragrances of all time. The reason I place it in this list is because that musky citrus aura with the dry, woody peppers is one that I find fitting for the fall time. The musk and wood sometimes can come off a little bit too thick for the summer. And also, if you want the lowest prices I've got on Bond No. 9s, this is one of those. I have plenty of Bond No. 9s, and I sell plenty of them as well. But for the fall time, more specifically out of the ones that I have, it was between this and Tribeca. But Tribeca has like this Baccarat cream vanilla. I like this one a lot more. Fall time is also the time where you say goodbye to freshies because you're now coming into a realm of cooler fragrances. However, some of us have a hard time leaving the past, and that's the case with me for Acqua di Gio. And a lot of you out there are still rocking the EDT, which is a no-no, like a big no-no. If you want something that'll last, even for the cooler weather, including the fall, Acqua di Gio Elixir. It is more expensive, but you're getting a lot more bang for buck. It takes that same Acqua di Gio DNA, more so the parfum, the whole incensey vibe, or I should say the resin and pine vibe, and it adds a dose of leather. Longevity, much longer lasting than all of them. The entire day, you'll smell like Agua de Joe. So sure, it is more expensive, but it lasts much longer, and the EDT is just done. Boss fragrances. I had a love-hate relationship for a long time until they came out with the bottled elixir and then the absolute. I'm holding the absolute because it's more appropriate for the fall time. It's a little less raunchy than the elixir, which is so fucking sexy. This is the Middle Eastern take on the Boss Bottle DNA, and it's absolutely amazing. It takes the aromatic apple and adds a thick slap of this vanillic amber. Simple as that. Even a leathery style of vibe, but it is so sexy. Borderline, like, I don't want to say gourmand, but it's mouth-wateringly good. Also lasts the entire day. This you could signature scent as long as you don't spray it more than about 5 times. I would personally spray it up to 8 times, but I like to wear my fragrances. So up to 8 times, no more than that. That's the takeaway. This deep into the video, you could tell that amber fragrances usually perform the best. It's psychological usually. When you think of the fall times or getting colder weather, you think of something warm and rich, and even during the seasonal festive times, right? What are we doing? We're having pies, we're getting cozied up to the fireplace, not necessarily like wearing thick coats, but it kind of replicates and symbolizes ambers and more gourmands and more vanillas and more leafy greens. And that's where this one also comes in. It's an ambery resin fragrance with the inclusion of this fine and silky iris. So it smells like you're at the fireplace, maybe with some fresh logs that are actually being roasted, and you're bundled up with your girl or your spouse in this silky or even cashmere style of blanket. And this is exactly what it smells like. Piney, a little green, resinous, slightly vanillic, with the smooth refinement of what smells like iris. This stuff is niche, it smells expensive, and longevity is all day. But like I said, it does have that tree sappy, piney green vibe, but I personally love this. We're down to the last 2. This is an oldie, but it's a goodie. It's called Givenchy Reserve Privé. I was thinking about whether or not I should put this during the wintertime, but there are a lot of thicker fragrances, even from the Givenchy line, like Society Extreme and even the EDT Intense, that would be better suited for the winter. Oh my God, this is so good. This will work for the fall and the winter. It is so sexy. Buttery smooth cosmetic style of iris. Think about opening up a makeup bag, literally, with some whiskey accord and just, oh my God, it's so sexy. And some musk. Wow, bro. Bad boy vibes written all over it. But this is for the grown. This is for the grown 25 and up, man. Holy shit, that's good. It's been a long time since I've worn this one. Next level. Performance for this, it's not beastly. It's like a 7-hour performing fragrance, but worth every penny. Also, shop AROMATIX. Lowest prices on this bad boy, I'm telling you. Last but not least, I wanted to put in Clyde Christian's Blonde Amber, $500. Sorry, for that price, I better be getting some like special services, okay? We're not talking about special massage, Taiwanese massage services. This comes in at about 50 to 55 bucks, and it smells just like it. It actually outperforms it. It's not exactly 1-to-1, but it was designed to smell 1-to-1, just stronger. But because of its strength, it's you get the idea, right? It's stronger, it has more oil, so it has a little bit of a difference. This is called French Avenue's Amber Empire, and my God, bro. Blonde tobacco, ambers, and vanilla with some spice. And I could keep going on because this thing develops, it's long lasting. And even when I got this model, it was only at about 26%. We made a few phone calls and now it's gonna be sitting at about 30%. This shit is next level. Fall and winter time, amazing. Simple as that. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. These are the best fall fragrances. Yes, there are other inspos. None of them are that strong, period. This one just came out in 2025. At the time of watching this video, it might not even be out yet, but you can keep your eyes peeled for it to come in stock. Many websites, including Shop AROMATIX. Before I let you guys go, I want to just give you some hidden gems. I'm going to slap them in here right at the end. This is called Carnal Desire. This will do really well during the fall time. No more than 2 sprays, and during the winter time, 3 sprays. It's oud, it's leather, raspberry, cotton candy. And this you have to know about. Just know that this is good enough to be on this list, but we want to keep it to 15. It's Jinan tobacco, bro. Guerlain's honey tobacco. Honey and tobacco, and super strong. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Let me know down in the comments section. What do you think is like the perfect fall fragrance? Do you think of it similarly, like the ambers and stuff? In fact, the other day I was doing some research and it does come back to like the psychological aspects of like holidays, right? And seasons and weathers and what are your associations with it? It doesn't mean you can't wear freshies, so don't let them tell you what you can and can't wear. But some fragrances absolutely do smell more appropriate and do better during certain seasons. My name is Neeb. Thank you for tuning back in AROMATIX. See you in the next one.